Vivek Ramaswamy told you that he planned to be unhinged. Mary Alice, what does that mean? What is his campaign saying now?
Yeah, Kane, I asked him what his campaign strategy, his debate strategy was going to be for tonight. He needs something to shake loose, to break through. He said he wanted to be unhinged. When I pressed him on that, he said, candid, speak the truth. But
so do you think that do you think that he succeeded in doing that? I mean, welcome back to the show, Dana Loesch with you. Do you think that he was successful? Well, I don't know. I mean, we had he mentioned Haley's daughter. We played that soundbite. And can I just hear that again? I'm sorry, can I hear audio soundbite? I'm going to get we got a ton of other stuff. I'm just fascinated with this. Can I just for me one more time?
Well, I want to laugh at why Nikki Haley didn't answer your question, which is about looking at families in the eye. In the last debate, she made fun of me for actually joining TikTok while her own daughter was actually using the app for a long time. So you might want to take care of your family first before preaching to anybody else, your adult daughter. The next generation of Americans are using it, and that's actually the point. You have her supporters propping her up. That's fine. Here's the truth.
Oh, man.
The easy answer is...
I mean, the DeSantis in the middle. Did you see his expression? It was a riot. We were all that in that moment. We're like, what? So Lorraine says, hold up. Lorraine says that her daughter's 25, her son's 22. Okay. Can I ask why people have been, first off, I was expecting, as Kane was, like some kind of Jada Pinkett Smith thing to happen. Number two, where did the whole keep my person's name out of your mouth or out of your voice come from? What is that? Like, why is that always the thing? You know, where I come from, we just say, you know what, STFU. That's what we say. I don't know. That struck me as being weird. I don't know. It just seemed all, So, yeah, I think he was unhinged last night. I don't think it helped him. Look, if you're going to be aggressive, you got to go up to the point of still being considered kind of, what's the word sort of like influential and authoritative still in a way that is respectful. Like you haven't, debased yourself to the extent of having to do that. And I don't think he succeeded at keeping up that expectation. I just don't think that that was his best. That was like one of the worst performances I've seen from him. I don't dislike him as a person. I want to let you know this. Like like Nikki Haley, I can't stand her foreign policy. I don't dislike any of these people as persons. But with politicians, it's about me, the voter, like you. And so I just thought that was lame. That was bad. And then he just like kept going on and on and on. He had some very interesting stuff. What is the other thing he said? He did say this. What do I want? Audio soundbite 2. This was kind of interesting. He got a lot of heat for this. Listen.
It has celebrated a Nazi in its ranks, the comedian in cargo pants, a man called Zelensky, doing it in their own ranks. That is not democratic.
So he basically said he's a Nazi. Now, I think when you're calling somebody a Nazi, I feel like Charlie Day. When you're calling somebody a Nazi, I mean, the first question you should ask yourself is, but are they a Nazi? Like an actual, because the Nazis... we all know the Nazis, right? The Nazis, they hate Jewish people and they kill Jewish people and they hated gypsies and they hated Christians and they hated anybody that was not like them. And even people who were, they just hated everybody, but particularly, one group more than any other. Is he completely corrupt, Zelensky? Oh, hell yes. Is he a thug? Yes. Just because he was a comedian doesn't make him less so. Do I think Zelensky is shady as all get out? Yes, I do. Is he a Nazi, though? I just think, especially right now with everything happening, do we want to be careful about throwing that around? Maybe. Because some people might, think that you were very serious in your campaign strategy there. I don't know. It was just a weird thing from him. It was a weird thing last night. I don't know. Can I touch on one other thing that I kept seeing that was going on and on? And I saw that Ramaswamy and some others were doing this. They were going off on Ronna Romney McDaniel as the chair of the RNC, while they were also stumping for one of the other candidates who wasn't there at the debate last night. Let's not forget that Ronna Romney McDaniel, I'm going to be very straight, you might get mad at me, but that's just the way it is. She would not have gotten a seat if Trump hadn't put her there. That was his handpicked candidate. I mean, I could sit here and regale you with all the stories and the screenshots and everything else. I'm not going to do that but I'm just going to say that's why I was like, I don't feel like you're being forthright with this stuff. When he gets out there and does this, how are you going to sit here and slam this and then slam other people, but then not acknowledge that the guy that you compliment the most, that I think you're a stalking horse for, the reason that she's there is because she was put there. And everybody knows it. Let's not play around. Everybody knows this. She responded to that, by the way. Audio soundbite 23, because people were asking for her to resign. Listen.
I'm going to focus on beating Joe Biden. I wish that's what all the candidates did. I'm not running for president. I'm very proud of the fact that under my tenure, we won back the House. We now are getting investigations into the Bidens. I also, as Michigan chair for the first time in 30 years, won a state that Democrats hadn't been in. I'm very proud of the fact that we're going to have staff in 15 states heading into 2024. But, I'll leave other people to attack Republicans. I'm going to focus on Democrats. I will say this. We can't attack each other and win.
Well, then if you're going to focus on them, why was the ad buys for some of these other Democratic candidates 2.5 times the Republicans, especially in winnable races? I mean, we got problems with Ronna. I don't dislike her as a person. We've always gotten along. She's been very gracious with her time. But that's not what this is about, right? This is about business of the country. I mean, you guys, I've said this all the time. You guys know this.